yeah, we can see them now walking into the Capitol from the carriage entrance here. Those are the two Sergeant-at-Arms, the Senate and the House Sergeant-at-Arms, who are escorting them. We see Amy Klobuchar, who is the chair of the Rules Committee of the Senate. She and her committee were in charge of all the inaugural festivities and the planning of this massive event. They were also responsible for the quick adjustment in order to do everything inside. Trailing the two presidents, you see, of course, the Vice President, Kamala Harris. Also, the Senate
tradition holds it. We want to continue to watch these pictures. They come in as Vice President Pence, former Vice President Pence, who, of course, served by Trump's side in the first term and did not endorse him for this next run for the presidency, and of course will not be joining as his vice president, but will be here at the inauguration.
Very seriously, they think that they are with this democracy.
And it must be said that in this rotunda, 4 years ago, on January 6th, this very rotunda where they are all standing now was overrun by protesters, some of them with the words "Hang Mike Pence" on their lips. And it'll be interesting to see if one of the actions we see the incoming president take today are pardons of those who were convicted in connection with January 6th. He has said so as recently as yesterday that he believes his supporters will be very pleased with the decisions he makes there. J.D. Vance has said those who were convicted of violence may not be pardoned. We'll see what actually happens.
And here are some of the most powerful people in the world, the tech titans, as we often refer to them. Jeff Bezos with his back to us, I believe. He was greeting Elon Musk.
Sundar Pichai, there. Mark Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg is in there, yeah.
Former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani. Okay, now the boos are picking up again, as you can imagine. You have former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, and obviously former President Bill Clinton as well. The crowd here is getting a little more raucous as it's filling out. About 20,000 inside the Capitol One Arena. It was pretty peaceful and friendly. It now seems to be getting a little more fired up and amped up. The boos are growing loud. I would say the booing now probably louder than it was for Vice President. Not super loud cheers, but some cheering here for former President Bush and the former First Lady Laura Bush as well as they enter. But louder cheers for the Trump family here as we see Lara Trump, the daughter-in-law, of course, and some of the Trump children as they're entering the rotunda there. So again, pretty interesting to watch this kind of in real time and how sort of MAGA world is watching. Big moves right now, as you can imagine. I don't know if you guys can hear it over my mic, but
Boy, is that striking.
former President Obama, former President Obama, getting a resounding, as we would say in New York, a Bronx cheer here.
I have to wonder if this is setting the tone.
His perspective of restoring what he thinks will be strength to the nation. But I think, Lester, you do hit on the key question. What does fairness look like? And you go back, of course, to what we were talking about before, the speech that he gave at the convention, where he said that was a moment where he had felt changed in the wake of the assassination attempt.
But an unflattering
Now
article.
turned into a rally speech.
But an unflattering article in his world, kid. That'd be unfair.
As any mom of a toddler will tell you, fairness is in the eye of the beholder. So we will see what those things mean to him when he takes the podium. Just to catch you up here, they're running a little bit behind schedule, but not terribly behind schedule. And
I'm Mrs. Marilyn Quayle and the Honorable Michael Pence. Ladies and gentlemen, the 42nd President of the United States, the Honorable William J. Clinton, accompanied by the Honorable Hillary Rodham Clinton. President of the United States, the Honorable George W. Bush, accompanied by Mrs. Laura Bush. ladies and gentlemen, the Chief Justice of the United
Right hand and repeat after me. I, James David Vance, do solemnly swear
I, James David Vance, do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
on which I am about to enter.
on which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. Vice President.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute
the office of President of the United States
the office of President of the United States
and will, to the best of my ability,
and will, to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the United States.
the Constitution of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
The boom of canyons resonating across Washington, D.C. right now as Donald Trump becomes the 47th President of the United States. The swearing in occurring